I've been having trouble with the chickens laying eggs, like everywhere except for the nesting boxes. Because the fence is just a suggestion. It's kind of like their safe space. But they always get out and run around. But I have to like search and hunt for their eggs. We're thinking these little brown girls are the ones laying them. Sometimes I'll find one in there. Anyway, I got the opportunity to ask my favorite YouTuber what to do about it. And she said to not let them out until they've laid their eggs. Well, I let them out at 10 yesterday and they had one egg. And I let them out at 11 today and there was one egg. And I put straw in here and I put straw in those nesting boxes. And they just take it all out, spread it all over the yard, and poop in it. So, I don't know what to do about that. But I'm not seeing, it's probably just after noon. I usually don't find more than one egg till like 1 or 2. That winter wind is picking up. They have like usual hiding places, like this hay. They made a little nest. Yep, there's one. That's not a nesting box, but that's an egg. The other hiding place is in the barn on top of one of the rabbit cages. Excuse me. But they also go back into the woods, and I've gone back there a few times trying to find eggs, but I never find any. But so many chickens usually hang out in that pile of brush that I expected to find some there, but I never do. There was a bunch of hay on top of there, and I fed it all to everybody this morning. But there's usually an egg there. But not today. Hey, kitty. So I made that watering system for my rabbits, and I need to glue it better because it's leaking. I need to also find a way to make it a little more stationary because like they're having trouble drinking it because they've pushed it over, so now they can't get water out of there. But it's a work in progress, but I'm hoping that it lasts a little bit longer than these little watering bottles. Because if I can get them water, then I can put hay in there and leave them for a couple of days. They're new bunnies. There's 8. All 8 survived. There were no dead in this bunch. That's Penelope's babies. They grew up quick, too. She, I thought, was going to burst first, but it's been like a long time and she still hasn't. I couldn't contain my excitement about our new eggs, so even though we have store-bought eggs in the refrigerator already, I went ahead and ate like 5 of my farm fresh eggs. The shells are harder, the taste is a little stronger, egg taste. Pretty good. I just put new straw in the chicken coops because they were making it pretty gross. And it's getting colder. I woke up and it was 26 this morning. But I wanted to show you guys what they do every time I put fresh straw in their coops. Hey guys. He's the boss, Mr. Penny. They get it all out, put it all over the ground. That's why there's straw all out there. They get in there and they dig around for goodies. And these guys are dragging it underneath. What are you doing there, Miss Girly? So, I've only been successful in getting one egg to be laid in those nesting boxes. The boys always tear the straw out, so I thought I'd put hay in there because they like to make nests in hay, and see what they do with that. And it's been probably an hour, and I got in there and the girls have started to burrow around in it and make it more nest-like. Yeah, tell us about it. So hopefully they'll start laying eggs in here. Today I've only found one egg. It's probably 11 by now. It's cold and disgusting today, but we're finally getting rain. We needed it so badly here in Tennessee. I'm sure you've heard about the fires all over the state. But yesterday, even though it was cold and rainy, I was building a new chicken area. I'm going to take the old one apart and plant something there next year. They've completely demolished the area. It's just dirt now. So I built this, and it's much smaller than their old area, but that's all bird netting. They can't get out. I was tired of hunting for eggs every day. So I with Ricky's help, we drug the coop over here, and it's just as wide as the coop down to the edge of the awning there. But they can clear off this area in my garden area. If it stops raining, I'll move them today, but they are all in the old chicken area, which I've already started taking apart. They're still in the coops because they don't have any sense. Yesterday they were running around in the rain getting cold and wet, and then they were all acting sluggish. I had to bring one inside and set by the heater with her until she started perking up. So I'm just leaving them in there. Their food is already in there with them, and later today, if it stops raining, I'll go in there and get eggs. But it's all down where I took the coop out. And the ducks are in there with them. But they'll just run around and play in this mud, so I'm leaving them in here. Hey guys! There's Mr. Penny. After politics were over, I've been hiding in my house, hiding from the cold, and I've been leaving my chickens inside later, and my goats and everybody, because it's just so cold. I've got all these layers on and I'm freezing, so I know with their little fur coats they're freezing. Everything's frozen. I've got frozen ponds, both of them are frozen, and I thought that in the barn that everyone's water and stuff would be protected, but everything in there is frozen too. I have all the rabbit water bottles are frozen. My new bucket watering system is frozen. It froze inside the tubes and pushed them apart, and I came in and they were all apart all over the floor. So everybody's thirsty, and so I'm gonna have to lay them all out in the sun. And Ricky told me a few days ago that his dad used to keep water inside the house to bring out to the animals, and apparently I'm gonna have to do that as well. But I think today I'm going to work on kind of closing up this with paneling or something. I've just been sticking feed sacks. And I moved these guys over here from over there. I was using that. It came with the house. I was setting a cage on it for the rabbits. But I think all the cracks are why it's freezing in here, so I'm going to have to close them up somehow. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. But everybody's doing fine. I've got a blanket over these guys because they're so new to the world. They seem to like it. This is the bucket that I keep full to refill the water bottles, and it's frozen. And then the goat's water is frozen. I filled it up yesterday. It's just, I really didn't think that the freeze would come in here, but it makes me feel sorry for these guys too. I mean, I'm sure most people don't worry about it, but I want everyone to be warm. I also thought about using my chick warmer lanterns and plugging them into that, and I don't know, keeping it slightly less freezing in here. But see where it's come apart? The ice is sticking out, and it just pushed it apart, I guess. But so they have no water, because all those are frozen as well. Nobody has any water, but they do. I usually try to wait until this area is in the sun before I let them out. This is our new chicken area. And it keeps more hens in than the other one did. I'm starting to take that apart, but I've been leaving them in because it's just so cold. Hey girls. Hey Mr. Penny. But they all sit in here and snuggle. And lay eggs. Usually in the wrong spot. They use these to sleep in, not to lay eggs in. I have nesting boxes back there. And, oh, they were wanting to come out. But they don't lay in them either. They lay between the nesting boxes. Oh, and this chicken right here, I don't know what her problem is, but she always does that with her head. Brain damage. She usually hangs out inside the coop. They don't come flying out like they used to whenever it was warm. Well, come on out here. Some of them are like, nah. Those are frozen solid. They don't have any water. Oh, that wasn't clumsy at all. Come on out, big boy. Goodness. Did y'all lay any eggs yet? Nope, not yet. They usually lay them right there, not in the boxes. But whatever, at least they lay them. I've got to put more straw in already, because I keep them all in one coop now. That's so crazy. Why do you do that with your head, darling? And I left the fence open, so they're all going to run out. I forgot. Whoops.